The developers behind a game called 2064 are receiving a lot of negative feedback for a tweet they sent out a few months ago, now that their game is fully out. Their comments are quite divisive, and if I was one of the devs on the team, I would probably have been a bit angry at the tactics used to possibly gain them a few more purchases. Perhaps they were being genuine when they cling to the ideas of only selling to the political left, and I find that a lot of gamers are just tired of the political edge being omnipresent in the games that they might have otherwise enjoyed. Now that the game 2064 is out, the devs, or likely one of the devs, is posting to Twitter to beg for positive reviews, as they are taking the Amy Schumer route of blaming negative reception on trolling from the alt-right. And while the alt-right probably do troll them quite a bit, it is a bit narcissistic to believe that your crappy game is so important that it has attracted hate specifically for your political beliefs. Perhaps there is a level to truth to that, since at least they got people like me talking about it, but I can't shake the feeling that this is a ploy, a tactic, an old idea that any press is good press. Well, in 2017, that isn't always true. People are tired of the race baiting and the bitter hatred coming from the control left. These people aren't all trolls, though some of them very likely are. The route that this dev or these devs have gone to promote their game is the exact direction that the gaming industry needs to avoid. Think about games like Hollow Knight, one that was so well made, so well refined that it didn't require tactics like this to sell a few more copies. Good products can stand on their own. The free market needs to play a more critical role in the rise of popularity in these games. We need to avoid situations like No Man's Sky and gravitate more towards games that have a good reputation. Instead of games being popular when they first come out and fizzling after a couple of weeks, they need to get popular after they come out, when they can be judged by the merits of the actual gameplay. Take, for example, games like The Binding of Isaac, which has only gotten significantly better as the years have gone by. And I've played this game literally every day. I don't typically play a lot of video games, but The Binding of Isaac, which, as far as I can tell, and I follow all the people on Twitter that make the game, remains apolitical. It doesn't bring in that whole nonsense that people go to video games to finally escape from. And I think this is one of the keys to their success. Everyone can relate to The Binding of Isaac on one level or another, especially if you like horror movies and pretty grotesque imagery. But my final point here is tactics like this, the whole political angle that people might apply to their product, is the opposite of what we need to embrace in our communities. We need to make sure that games are patted on the back when they do good and spanked on the ass when they do bad.